equalizer, fucking moderator stance, sound filter, 6 monitors, pedals, drums, a gaming guitar controllers, 6 consoles. Jam, a man of fortune, and Jay must seek my fortune. Henry Avery's 1994.
Isn't that bad?
I don't remember what it was. Ah! Dude! How does that not hit? Chat, is the sound lower now?
Is this that new game Total Lockdown?
It is.
Wow, it looks so cool. Incredible gameplay, Felix XQC Lenul. I can't wait to try this with my friends. Sponsored comment, please remove this part when sending the donation. Down? The new Battle Royale. I thought this was total boredom.
That's a trash. Ah! You okay?
No, dude. No, dude.
It was for 20 seconds. Why do you
for 40 seconds, you fucking bum! You fucking bum! You bum!
I was doing it!
You're a bum! You're a bum! You're a bum! Ponyta. And Mangamite. And Meowth. And coughing. And for the legendary. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yo, Bernie, yo, bro, I think something.
Yo, who's in this? Who's in this V?
Yo, who's in this?
These last few clips showed a little thing moving in the top right of your screen. You may not have read it, you may not have even looked at it, but it's there. I mean, it's always there. A stream is nothing without its chat. And most memorable moments in streams couldn't even happen if the chat wasn't there. So this Twitch story isn't your average story for covering the content creators and the streamers. This one is for chat. This story is for juicers. In order to find juicers for this story, I started off in the jungle. While searching for XQC frogs in the Discord, I found it really hard to find people who were serious enough and sensible enough to take these interviews. After that I sent that message, pretty much no one just responded to me. It was just, they either ignored it or later on they just spammed. They just said juicers, like, with the joy emoji. They thought I was just joking and saying juicers. I don't know what they thought, but they just spammed juicers and joy emojis, and like they kind of just freaked out, I guess. So you know what? I said, hey, maybe I just did it wrong. Maybe I should individually ask people for the interviews. Maybe that would work. Maybe saying it into the whole group thing was too, I don't know, demanding or like too upfront for them. So maybe I should go ahead and just DM some people. But what do you know? One by one, almost every person from Discord said no. Some megaloled me, some who megaloled me. Someone said something along the lines of, will I be famous? They're real clout chasers in the Discord, for real, like, just straight up clout chasers. But I'm not gonna lie, there were some people who were sensible, some people who were nice, and some people who actually declined, but like not in a condescending way or mean way, or backhand comment way. Some people were nice, but that's not how everyone else was. And some of them even asked for my YouTube, which was really nice to see that they really cared to see the video come out and actually helped me push this out even more. But even through the who megalos and all the troll responses, I still had to keep going, you know? I still had to go again.
Hey, this is XQC. Hey, boys! It's so stupid, man. This requires higher IQ to really understand this argument.
Here, I even tried to switch it up, and maybe it's the wording, I think, and I go for saying it. Now it's a documentary, not just something for YouTube. It's actually a documentary now.
Now it is not. Non-agenda nation. Not agenda. A non-agenda delicious. Sorry about that. I'm fucking stuttering it. Okay, I got that out of the way. One more time.
After that point in the Discord, I knew things wouldn't work. If you couldn't see in the past clip, there are people, someone in the chat literally leaked the whole thing. All the juicers got scared, they got spooked, as I would say, and they just after that they started who megalung me. They thought it was funny after that to just decline me immediately. Even if they asked for a DM, I gave it to them, and then they went back into the chat and basically just said, ha ha ha, I got a DM. I said no. Yeah. So now we're taking the search over to the Twitch chat. Now, one funny thing amongst all this that I didn't realize was the night before, some drama in the servers had popped off, and I did not know about it, but the whole chat was on edge, and also I accidentally caught XQC's chat or caught XQC chatting those like those funny things in the chat or whatever. Whenever he explained the drama, it was like him just saying some random things for chat in the chat. So yeah. After a few minutes of just sending my message into the chat, offline chat, by the way, people actually responded to me and shot me a DM. I mean, some people were just kidding, but some people actually meant it. They wanted to be interviewed.
Yeah, that was.
So right now, if you're wondering why you don't hear me talking in the interview, basically, I forgot to check that my OBS was working.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's not something wrong with your audio. It's literally me.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I should have checked my OBS audio before that, but I just forgot to, and I just got way too excited for the interview. But
Yeah.
this interview was like the best one because I never even thought how smooth it would run, and it ran really smooth for me. So after a while, you'll hear me get to switch and make sure my mic is on. But yeah, I'll just kind of like talk over certain parts so that you guys understand what is being said and what I'm asking you.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, as I said, so I was like, this could be interesting. Yeah, where do you stand with XQC now? You like him, hate him, kind of indifferent? I know, you know, this is your interview, but I just kind of want to know.
So right here, he
Flip
asked
the
me if
script,
I
yeah.
liked or hated XQC. My answer to this question was that watching the streams, I enjoy the streams. It's just that sometimes the chat can be like a little overbearing for me. Like sometimes when the chat goes off on like a tangent or like a rant or
You mean
something,
like you get annoyed by his chat
or
sometimes?
yeah, and then
Yeah,
they
it's,
like the whole
I'm the
chat
same.
just
Last
like
night,
goes bad.
Are you like recording now? Yeah. So last night, for anyone not caught up, was the stream where he was playing GTRP, and he killed 2 police officers and then got shot by S fans. And dude, the chat was like, it was fucking terrible. Like, it was really bad. I'll be honest. I'd fucking turned it off. And okay, maybe I should like tell you a bit about myself. Okay, so I'm a 1-year sub. I have over 700,000 channel points from Barely Get Even Gambling, so I watch a lot. And yeah, I'm 17 and I'm from England. PogChamp. I found Twitch. I'd heard a few things about it from like a YouTube, just like some dumb drama and that, but I didn't really start watching it till I want to say mid to late 2017. I started off watching Della, who is banned now, I'm pretty sure. And then I started watching Greek God X. Oh, did he? I haven't seen him stream in a while. Anyway, but I started watching Greek God X, and that was like a really good introduction to like Twitch chat and sort of how things work. And then his last great ditch, just over a year ago. He was never live. I was like, damn, my favorite streamer's not live. And oh, who's this guy, Mr. Cow, at the top of my follows, followed, like, you know what I mean, at the top of Twitch basically. And I started watching him. So I've been watching him about like 14 or 15 months, but I didn't sub till like 3 months in. But yeah, I started watching him. I just sort of enjoyed his content. And yeah, it was fun watching him play through like Lego Harry Potter, which, by the way, finished Lego Harry Potter with Champ, and Red Dead 2, where he made a really worst decision at the end, because of course he would. But yeah, I've been pretty much watching him mainly ever since. I watched other streamers there like Forsen and stuff like that. I still watch Greek God X and that.
I say I found Twitch the same exact like way you did. I did like the same exact pathings. Like I used to watch like the live stream fails on YouTube. Then yeah, and then my friend, well, it wasn't like exactly else. It was like, well, actually it was both. It was yeah. But yeah, so I watched Greek, and then Greek like did that big like I don't know something
Yeah.
where he like
the
yeah.
Great Ditch, yeah.
yep
And he came back and he was all skinny and he'd like been living in Greece or whatever.
yeah that's how I found X2.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. So we're kind of cut from the same cloth then. Cool.
I just wanted to see how your thoughts were over when XQC, like, you know how he gets mad over certain things, he gets so passionate about certain things. Like sometimes you can feel yourself like pulling into the passion of what he means and what he's saying, and then sometimes the chat gets defensive along with him and then goes to like other people's chat. So I was just wondering how you thought about like chat people from the chat hopping in other chats and then like just going all out on other people.
Okay, let's take last night for example. So S-Fans, who is a cop in Grand Theft Auto RP in the No Pixel server, had a chase like where he was chasing XQC.
Yeah.
And I went on to S-Fans stream just like, you know, get any perspective. I think a lot of people do that, to be honest. They just go on just to get like perspective on that. I started watching Summit more recently just because of like you know, just you sort of go in and then you sort of like, oh, this is cool, and then yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
But XQC manages to lose him, you know, let him know. Okay. And then a bunch of people went into S-Fans chat, me included, to spam let him know, or no, they spam easy glitchlit let him know. Because that's like a meme with like a, you know, XQC's character, Gene Paul, or, you know, just just X. And I think at first it was fine. If it was just like, you know, just a few bars, you know, maybe it'd annoy him a bit, but it's not going to be like to a point where mods really need to, you know, freak out or whatever. But it's sort of carried on for like a few minutes, and I'd admit I like put it in like, you know, 3 times, 2 or 3, and then I stopped because I was like, okay, well, you know, as I say, it's just going to get old and repetitive.
Yeah.
But other people weren't stopping, which annoyed me because like people, some of S-Fans viewers, I, you know, it's like, or XQC 12-year-old juicers, Pepe Pains, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's kind of sad to see. Obviously, it's not the vast majority of the community that does it. Like, I saw someone in his chat saying like 90% of his community does it, which, you know, I think he's just been dumb. But like, even if it's 1%, it doesn't matter what the percentage is, like, it's still too much. If it's an issue to the point where the mods have to get involved and start timing people out and banning people because they're spamming shit, like, to harass the streamer or just like ruin the chat experience, then yeah, they should probably be banned, and it just sort of reflects bad on the entire community. So I think it's bad, but like if it's done like the right way, then maybe it could work, but I doubt that'll ever happen.
Yep, that's exactly my thoughts. Like I was gonna say, whenever you're talking about how they like hop in and then it like every time they do that, I just don't want to be there and chat anymore because it makes it like it makes the whole community look bad.
It's like when you have a community this size, like his average viewer count recently is like 80,000. That's fucking insane. Like
yeah,
even Ninja back in his prime, like how much was he getting? Like 60, 50? Like
probably so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how big XQC is right now. So obviously there's going to be a lot of toxic people.
Yeah, some of them aren't. Like when he says some of them aren't real chatters.
Real
like
juicers.
Yeah. I can't bring myself to say juicers right now because like y'all I mean not y'all but like you all, but like, you know, like some of y'all got really defensive when I said juicers. Like they like freaked out, dude. I'm telling you, like, they spam Joyce.
It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. Wait, did they freak out that much? Like, if they just spam Joy, then that's just like a meme.
But like, they didn't respond. Like when I said that, they just like they went on a whole other tangent. I didn't even like wasn't trying to be rude.
That's stupid. I don't really mind the term juicer.
Oh yeah.
Like yeah, I'm a juicer Saj, whatever. I don't know. If someone calls me a juicer in like any context, I don't really mind because they just mean someone who watches XQC, like, you know, XQC Frog.
Yeah,
it's the same shit. It just means...
like, what are your thoughts on when streamer isn't playing the game I wanted?
Oh god, I fucking hate that shit. I'm glad he started permabanning people who did that. I really am. like, dude, it was fine back in the day where you would like remember about just over a year ago where he would be like, okay, chat, dude, we're gonna have a lot of games today, and then he would do a poll, and it's like the top one would win, and people would spam like, oh, Pog
Yeah.
2, Red Dead Redemption 2. I think that's
Mhm.
fine, but it's like when people are like, oh, boring, I don't like this game, play
True.
Overwatch, lol.
And then
That's
it's just like the
cancer.
whole
I'm
chat
glad
is
those
it's like
people
that.
get banned.
Exactly.
I'm glad they get banned. Fuck 'em.
I remember like whenever he played like one of those games, half the chat was like actually watching and like chatting regularly, and then the other half was just boring. Next game, like it was just sad. So why do the like juicers get like they cringe like almost every other content creator? I just don't know. Yes, sometimes they do. Like if Misgift shows up, they just start cringing. Ludwig shows up, they start cringing. Like other like other.
Kind of understand.
Yeah, true. But other ones they just like start cringing. Like I just trying to get some background information, like some a good basis why they would start cringing, you know.
I think it's just kind of a meme. I mean, I don't think you can. I don't know if you like intensity, but you kind of insinuate that only like juicers do that, or not like only, but like pretty much every community does that. Like if you go into Ludwig or Misgift's chat and like he's watching an XQC clip, people would probably be doing the same sort of things. Why people do it? I think it's just sort of friendly banter, or I don't know. If they're doing it hatefully, then
Yeah.
maybe they can be banned. I don't know. I don't really do that, and I don't even really notice it, so I can't really speak for people who do it. I would imagine it's friendly banter, and if they're doing it like in a harassing way, then I don't think it's that important because it's not even in the streamer's chat. If they're going into Ludwig's chat and then harassing him, then yeah, that's bad. But if they're just giving XQC's chat, then it's kind of okay, I guess. It's not really that good, but I don't think it's a big issue.
I think I see what you're saying, because whenever sometimes they watch XQC clips, they always spam like just like the joy emojis, and then
yeah.
sometimes it's really hard for me to figure out what, like, if the chat is joking sometimes or if it's actually serious, because like some people, I'm pretty sure some people are serious and some people are joking. Like whenever they do the cringe, like not it's one of those cringe things. It's one of the whenever they spam the Pepe Paints, I'm pretty sure some people are not serious. Like I'm pretty sure some people are joking when they spam it, but then other people are dead serious. So I was just like wondering.
I mean, like at the end of the day, it's Twitch chat, and it's like there's gonna be a lot of toxic people in there, like just regardless, even if they mean it or not, they might just spam it to go along with the flow or just to be toxic.
Yeah. So like,
do I think it's annoying?
Yeah, when its ADHD comes out, do you find it like annoying?
Not really. That's the sort of who he is. Yeah, dude, XQC's an ADHD little retard. I'll be honest, I fucking love him. Like, yeah, he can't sit still for shit. So like, he's gonna run red lights and get into trouble. And at the end of the day, he values no matter what anyone thinks, no matter what he says, no matter what he does. You gotta give it to him. He respects chat's time, and he is always trying to give out the best content, and you have to respect him for that.
Yeah, that's actually true.
If he's playing GTRP, he's not. I was playing GTRP earlier, and it's like, oh, wait a red light, corner, speed limit, and then I still get pulled over by the fucking fast cops. This is Reddit, but the fucking pigs. But it's like, XQC's not like that. He's gonna go around and get in police chases, and recently it's landed him in a bit of trouble. He might be getting banned. Personally, I hope he doesn't. They should probably give him a timeout for a day or two. Because let's be honest, like this GTRP has been some of the best content I've ever seen. Like it's been fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like the bank robbery and
that bank robbery was nice. Like I just realized that all this stuff is going on now, and I'm trying to do this, and it makes it way more harder. Cause like, he's getting banned. He said. Pretty sure all the juicers are like, on edge right now because. Whenever I ask these, like, I it's just a bad timing, really. It's just all bad timing. Yeah. So that was the interview to kick it off. I mean, it went pretty well during the recording and everything, besides the little mic mess up. But yeah, honestly, there's no more footage of me going out finding more juicers because the more I went out and found, the more no's I got. So I just kind of stopped recording. I mean, at this point in the project, I kind of gave up. Like, I didn't really give up. I just slowed down, basically. and me slowing down found me a random group of people. I mean, it was how long ago you found Twitch, and like how long you've been on Twitch?
Well, I think it was like 2 years ago when I found like a compilation of XQC, like I don't know, it was like some angry compilation or something on YouTube, and then like I checked out Twitch, and
So-
ever since then, dude,
Yeah, me
Just been
too.
watching
So
X, you know?
compilations.
like low key, I didn't think he was that sick, but like low key's fire, bro.
I found him like 2 years ago as well, but I found him through a Low Tide 1 stream. He was on
like-
there a few times.
Oh, okay.
I found him, I think about a year and a half ago. He's doing like an eye tracker challenge, and it was a really, he did like a speech or something and about not looking at the girls' tits, and I'm sure you've seen it.
Oh yeah, Greek. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Mark talking? Or?
So I found out about XQC a while ago on Overwatch. I've been watching him for a long time. I don't type often. I take like long breaks in between. Like I watch him for a few months, and like I just come back every few months. I don't know. I've been doing this for a while. I've been watching him almost every day. Like when I'm on those phases, and I love him. I love
Yeah.
XQC.
Your thoughts were like when XUC like gets mad, but like you can feel his passion when he gets mad behind certain things. Like, does that
yes,
sometimes
sir.
influence you to like get defensive and to like back him up, or like just like how does when he gets mad, how does that influence you and stuff?
Bro, when
wait.
he gets mad, like I get just as mad, like honestly, because I can like feel his rage, right?
Yeah.
Like even I start slamming death and shit, bro.
Yeah, like it gets
Yeah, yeah,
intense. I
Yeah, I
usually
mean,
try to defend him everywhere I can.
I go into other people's Twitch chats, bro.
I can't tell how many
Like, it's
Reddit accounts I've got banned, mate, on LSF trying to defending. Too many.
Are you guys
ridiculous,
actually
bro.
are you guys trolling or being for real?
Oh, be
No,
for
like
real.
for real.
Like,
Okay.
Like, have you
trying to
not
put
seen like
XQC down?
LSF? Like X literally like he killed 2 cops because he didn't search him for a gun, and then LSF tries to make him the bad guy, dude.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
That's actually fucked up.
Yep.
So cringe.
You guys really get really defensive, huh?
Oh, for sure, mate.
Even
Yeah.
offensive, you could say. I don't know.
Don't defend don't attack the juice and get away with it. That would be.
yeah. No, you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys are like more mild. You guys don't like actually. You guys wouldn't go in there and just start trying to like put some like streamers down. Like you guys are pretty mild. You guys are defensive. You wouldn't be like going in other streamers chats and like telling them off and like literally just trying to make them have a bad day.
Well, if
You
I
know?
do go into
No,
the
no, it's
chats,
not to make him have a bad day, but
Yeah,
if
it's
XQC is
XQC,
right,
yeah.
I'll be telling them XQC is right, man.
Yeah, okay. So like, what are your thoughts on other members in the like XQC Frog community, like the Juicers? What are your thoughts on other members like going out and just like full out like shooting first, just like firing RPGs at people's chats and stuff?
They're right in some cases, right? Like, people need to know that XQC's right. Like,
they need to let them know.
So you think
Oh,
they're
exactly, yeah.
coming at a point of like, you guys are like they're taking it too far or something, or like sometimes they just like don't stop and think like the other channels or the other like
oh,
chats.
no. Unless they get banned off Twitch, they're not taking it far enough, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Like I don't know, I'm not like toxic or anything. I just go into their chats and like I say I enjoy my stay, XCCL, like yada
We're just
yada.
letting him know,
Yeah, let them know. Let
So
them
we
know.
see what they do.
Hey,
and
let 'em
then
know.
Let them know.
we're
Let them
taking
know.
names.
Let him know,
Hey,
dude.
let them know. Let them know, dude.
See about Twitch God.
Whoa, chill.
Relax, pal, dude.
So this usually happens like during variety, but like, what are your thoughts on like when chat is getting a little bit angsty? You're getting mad about the games. They're trying to figure out why is he playing this game?
I can't stand them, mate. It's the Juice's stream at the end of all, mate. It's up to him. Like, we should enjoy our stay no matter what happens, mate. I
At the
don't
end
care.
of the day, he's
like,
the man
it
behind
doesn't
the
matter,
screen,
mate.
right? So
Exactly.
he's the man in front
That's
of the
his
camera.
stream.
He's
He
in
should
charge
do
of the
whatever he
game.
wants. I think
I
he's
mean,
yeah,
yeah.
I
it's his stream.
support him no matter what. So.
Yeah.
Even for the Warzone phase, mate, I was there the whole time. Like,
And when he had a headband and shit, dude. Like,
The headband, dude. Did you see the headband?
Oh man, I didn't see the Warzone. I only remember like I remember most of the. I got there like I watched a lot of the variety. I remember the Total Lockdown stream. That was hilarious.
True.
Yeah, that
What
was a
about the-
good one.
That
Dude.
one's a
I
good
like that
one.
one.
And the Fall Guys, dude.
Oh, I remember
Oh,
all the
That
Fall
shit was
Guys.
so
Yeah.
Fall
funny,
Guys face.
Jesus.
I can't
actually
believe he got
loved
banned
it.
for that shit, dude.
Dude, that was fucked up. The fucking Twitch rivals. It was
Yeah, that
actually
was fucked up.
That was so
Yeah,
shouldn't
I
have
was on
banned them.
both sides on that. I was like, yeah, he did do something wrong, but they also did like, come on, like that person low key helped Dr. Lupo.
No.
I do like some chatters like they say like some other streamers are cringe, like they were like Hassan cringe, Miskiff cringe, other like streamers. I just wanna I've been asking this one. This is kinda personal for me. I just don't understand why sometimes people in chat are like, oh, this person's cringe, this person's cringe. So yeah.
Most of the time it's for attention, honestly. Like they just like to stir shit, the juicers, the squad. But like, I don't know.
Okay,
Most streamers aren't cringe. I'd say like I don't know.
I mean, SQC is just so unique. So
Right.
anyone different,
Yeah.
it's like
And you can like literally check
A
the stats.
little
Like guy
cringe,
that's like
maybe not- Pepe Pains.
like
Yeah,
maybe-
Pepe
like,
Pace, it goes a bit too far, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Haha's,
I,
like,
lo-
hit
I
the
actually
spot.
love.
Yeah, haha
Pepe
is
Pain.
literally the sweet spot.
Like an XQC yikes or something. Like appropriate, I'd say. But
Yeah,
any further
XCC
than that.
yikes, I like it.
Like actually calling them cringe is too far, but just to add a little XCC yikes with their name behind it, it's fine.
Wait, so Lazy Boy, that's
Yeah.
your name, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure,
so
man.
you're
Lazy.
sorry,
Lazy.
I just-
Says
yeah,
lazy right there, man.
Okay, I didn't read
You
it.
serious?
Fucking Relax, dude. Jesus fucking Christ.
Do it.
So, what is your favorite streamer X as well?
I mean, so I grew up like watching Greek more, and then once he like kind of had that one ditch
Oh, the
type
KK
thing.
guy.
Wait, what?
Oh, is that?
He's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one that metagamed him last stream.
Yeah, he's so fucking annoying. I hate
Mm.
him. Like I've been,
Come on, guys.
I think
Actually-
he's a pretty good guy, to be honest.
he's
y'all
okay.
y'all have to be trolling, dude.
Okay,
No
he's
way.
okay, but he's like,
He's okay, but I mean,
Sometimes
last
he's
stream he
annoying
metagamed
as
him and he got me
fuck.
really, really angry.
yeah. He keeps like metagaming like an RP. This is just not funny.
Just
Like,
leave
just
XQC
stop.
alone, man. There's no need to leak to anything.
I don't know. I enjoy my stay in Greek chat,
Right,
dude. That
move
guy's
on,
cozy.
move
Yeah,
on.
Greek's fine by me.
Got those positive
Next
vibes.
question,
so.
please.
I watched Greek, and then I went to XCC, and now I'm like just XCC hopping, like not chat hopping, but I'm just like XCC. Then sometimes
Don't get me
Miz,
started on
sometimes
chat
other
hoppers, dude. Sorry.
Chat hoppers go too far, honestly.
Yeah,
They-
true.
You're getting me mad now.
I was
How
interviewing
long
another
you been on
guy.
Twitch for?
So I started like back, like probably I've been on here for like 3 years, something like that.
Okay.
I started
nice,
back when Greek was like
G.
not kind of with Tyler. I was some it was like right when the golden age of the Tyler 1 phase ended, like Tyler 1 and Greek.
At the end of like
Didn't get to see
RFC
it.
and shit.
You won XQC,
Yeah.
mate. Can't beat it.
True. True.
Just
Yeah.
can't beat Moxie and XUC. It's not the same.
True.
True.
But
I
Moxie
actually
does
miss
kinda
those
leak, though,
days.
Like for real. Like think about
Nah,
it.
nah.
You wanna be
Like,
big,
guy
dude.
showed up on the Minecraft streams, right?
It
And,
should have
like,
been me.
and then he just ditched.
It should have been me.
True. Yeah.
Alright, pal, you'll get your turn, brother.
You'll get there soon, pal.
One day, I believe in you, pal.
Oh, his name's actually
Me and
Val.
XQC, they'd love me. The chat would love me if I was on his stream. There's got to be one chance. Oh,
One
We'll
shot,
get
man.
No pixel, bro.
One chance.
Like right with X.
I
like
think
the
they're
Ghost
donating
Rider.
a whole lot of money.
Wait,
Yeah,
how much have you donated already, pal?
Oh.
To X
Oh,
alone.
He just gave me a sub like 2 minutes ago.
it's got to be at least $2,000. I
No
don't know.
fucking way.
No, the whole coronavirus tax relief thing we got is all one of them.
No fucking way, dude.
So someone's got to let them know that I'm enjoying my stay.
He's letting him know, dude.
True. Let him know.
Lord,
Let him know.
fly me out from one man spamming.
You guys find like when XUC like goes like kind of full ADHD mode, like he just can't like do like one thing without just like calming down. Sometimes it shows in RP like what like when it goes full ADHD mode, does it like really get? Is it annoying to you or is it special?
Nah, bro, it's actually sick.
Relatable.
That's why I like it.
Yeah.
Like, I can relate to
Relatable.
him because
Yeah,
of the
relatable.
ADHD.
Also, I have ADHD, so like I kind of relate.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah,
I
me
feel
too.
like if I was having ADHD or something
I
on
literally
stream,
feel juiced
yeah,
up, bro, when he's done
yeah,
that shit. Like,
Yeah, when
he's
he
one of
does
us.
that,
I
I
can
like,
tell.
I kind of, I get it. I get what like why it's happening.
yeah, I know that's what makes him a great streamer too, bro. Like, when he starts juicing, like, I don't know if you like the energy goes to chat, bro. Like everyone starts juicing up his ass.
Yeah, yeah. It feels genuine. So that
Yeah, exactly.
That's real. Feels like it's
Right from the
just a
heart.
raw.
True low W.
Yep.
Amen.
Dang. Well, thank you. You know, you guys are like,
That's
this
no
is like,
problem,
I don't even know how we got a big group like this when I can't even
both
get like
friends.
one on one.
I
I went to
mean,
the
we got
Discord
Nolan
and
in
then,
here.
bro, the Discord people are just like,
Oh, it's called they want to be fans, unlike us,
Yeah.
mate.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
They're
garbage.
fake fans.
They don't
Yeah.
even watch X like us, bro. I
They're-
literally skipped work for X the other day, like for the 24-hour stream.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
called in sick.
That stream
I,
was
I,
Heavily
bet,
streamed.
I bet they weren't there for Warzone phase. I bet
I
they
s-
weren't. Nah.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
remember
that-
the bank robbery? That was.
That was
But yeah, I went into like the Discord. Yeah, the Discord was just garbage. So the Discord
Most
isn't very
Discords are,
XCCL. Yeah, it was like the Discord when I went in there. I sent in a message saying, like, do you guys want to join up and do an interview? And then all of them were like, all of them just omega loaded me. They omega loaded my how many subscribers I had. I was like, bro, like what? It's like you
Man,
just can't start
that's
off
so
from
weird,
here.
champ, man.
That's
Yeah.
weird by them, mate.
Yeah.
No,
They don't wanna have about the fellow
subscribe to you right
juicer.
now, mate. Plus one subscriber from me, mate.
Is
Yeah.
it,
Yeah,
wait,
what's
what?
your channel? What's your
Got you,
My
channel?
channel? Oh, it's literally just my name, like on everything.
I got you.
I'll be
So
subbing right
yeah,
now,
that
man.
was the second interview. I mean, I feel like it went well, but the only thing is, I can't really tell if they were trolling or serious half the time. I mean, sometimes the responses felt real, but the only person's responses that felt real the whole time were like Guzzy, but then some of those were like not real. So this was like pretty unusual of a group. I mean, some of them felt really real, but then the rest of them were like, sometimes it felt a little trolly and like little trollish, you know. So for the interviews, I wanted to make sure to get the most widespread and diverse viewers from the community. But finding like women to interview or maybe someone who had different thoughts were a little bit hard. Until I was just randomly scrolling through and watching other streams, and I just started chatting and found this one streamer. She's a girl, and it truly helps get a different point of view for the community. Yeah, when did you find Twitch?
I really don't know. Maybe like 3 to 4 years ago.
Okay. So how did you find XTC?
One of my best friends was really into XQC, and he would always like use XQC, I guess, Intel language, and I would always be confused on what the heck it was. He's like, "Oh, it's XQC," and then I was like, "Okay, I'll watch him," because I've heard of him before, but like I just heard that he was an Overwatch professional. But so I wasn't really interested until I started watching him, and especially like when I was in a really rough time, he would make me laugh and make me feel better.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about getting defensive over what XCC like when he has a burning passion when he gets mad? How do you feel about when people get defensive, and have you ever got defensive? Like also.
Well, it just depends on what you can get defensive for, because I don't think a lot of the stuff that he says is actually bad, because he's a pretty, I wouldn't really say wholesome, but he knows how to keep a positive side to stuff. Like, yeah, when he gets mad, he could like cuss a lot, and say stuff, but he keeps it to a minimum where it's like just mostly bad words. It's not like, oh, offensive this, offensive that, that obviously would seem bannable on Twitch, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And whenever he's talking very passionately about stuff, a lot of the stuff that he says is actually, yeah, people could argue about what he's saying, but a lot of the times there's a lot of truth behind it, and I think a lot of other streamers lack that. It's really hard to see streamers actually speak their mind. And for me, I've actually done the same thing for whenever somebody comes into my chat and they're like, you know, they bring something up, and I passionately go and talk about it for like 5 to 10 minutes, you know,
Yep.
because
Yeah.
there's truth behind it. So obviously, if he says something that's just like, what the heck is he just saying this just to like say it? A lot of times I don't feel that way because I feel like he's actually knowledgeable in the fact of behind what he's saying, you know.
So what are your thoughts on like when the chat sometimes they like they get really mad and then they go into other people's chats and like go talk about people and then yeah, you know, like they complain about other things and what other people do and stuff.
Well, I mean, obviously, I don't condone any sort of harassment because it could be a lot to a certain person. But if, for example, if he's actually talking about something that's actually doing something bad, and the chat goes ahead and tells them, oh, you know, like you're a bad streamer. I don't want to say bad streamer, but more like, oh, you're a bad person, or imagine being this, imagine doing this. Instead of like, obviously, instead of harassing them, be like, oh, you know, you're a beep, you know, like whatever, or actually being offensive, you know, I think at that point, it's kind of okay, but it's also not okay. If you were, for example, if you were to call out a streamer for hacking or something, and his chat goes to a streamer and they're like, oh, imagine being a hacker or imagine hacking.
Okay,
you
so
know?
you're talking about like a little banter is fine, but like
Yes,
going
exactly.
full out lashing out, like calling
Yeah.
them like random things, yeah, games, and it's not their game. They don't get what game that they wanted to play. So you know, sometimes people get a little bit you know, mad. They start snapping a bit. What are your thoughts on people when they get mad at XQC for playing like the wrong game? You know.
I mean, I can understand where they're coming from because obviously XQC was primarily an Overwatch streamer, but you grow out of that, so that's very also understandable because I had my phase like that too. But when he's constantly playing something that it's like, for example, Minecraft, he's tried speed running Minecraft multiple times after already beating the top speedrunner that
I'm pretty sure right here she was talking about Forsen and not just so many top speedrunners. So whenever she says that, just refer back to Forsen.
beat Minecraft, you know. He's still playing Minecraft. And then he does chess, which is fucking boring. Like, I don't complain when it comes to those stuff or when he's playing Valorant. Like, there's just certain games that it's just like, I wouldn't waste my time watching it when I could just go watch somebody else.
Oh, so okay, I see what you're saying. So you see where the other people are coming from, like whenever they get mad. Okay, get you.
I mean, but why doesn't he give himself breaks? At least I don't know. Obviously, it's a really hard topic to talk about because as a professional everyday streamer, even if you miss a day, you lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it's like if he wants to play a certain game, he should probably play it for about an hour and a half or to 2 hours instead of fucking spending like 5 out of 10 hours of the whole stream playing that one game.
A thing where he wants to show off to the chat where how he's grown in the game and what he's done. And then whenever he messes up or loses, then he feels like, oh, okay, now I have to go back and now I have to actually reprove myself to the chat. So then he finds himself in a loop and just, I think that's why he gets stuck sometimes because he just wants to self. Yeah.
That just don't make any sense. Like Minecraft, he's already speedrun that game like for a whole month now, and he beat the top speedrunner, and he's still playing it. So it's like, if you're playing like in an SMP or you're playing like in Hypixel, you're playing your own world where you actually are building stuff like PewDiePie did, you know, that makes sense. But what else is there to do once you already did what you wanted to do?
So just like, oh, this streamer is cringe. Like whenever they see like even the mention of this like one streamer, they cringe sometimes. It's like Minsk if they do it to him, Ludwig, some other people. But
I mean,
yeah.
I do Pokimane, but it's mostly as a joke, you know.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I've been getting to. Like I've been getting that everyone's just saying it's like it's just a joke, it's just for banter.
Some people who personally don't like a streamer, but for example, me, I wouldn't. Well, maybe it is personal, but I personally just don't like Pokemon because I feel like her personality is really dry. And I've seen like videos of her like on YouTube that I've clicked on. Like there was this one video of her getting quote unquote robbed, and her acting was just so bad, and it's just like I cringe to that.
Are you talking about the one where someone just walked into her
She
room?
lives in a streamer house. She lives in a streamer house, you know?
Where someone just walked into her room and just took something from
Yeah,
her?
exactly. And it's like, you are you blind enough to not notice in your camera? Like,
Maybe she had performance mode on, man. Come on.
but it wasn't that good. So it's like, you know, you could try harder. If you really need a personality, go like steal one from somebody else. But it's like, I don't know. She's just really boring. Her personality isn't there. Maybe I haven't, you know, seen her stream enough to.
So you
actually,
cringe
like,
at Pokemon whenever whenever they have Pokemon.
well,
in
when somebody mentions Pokemon, she's like, "Oh, really, Pokemon?" Like, I'll make a joke of like, "Oh, are you a tier 3 sub?" Because
I find it annoying sometimes to see like XQC's ADHD come out. Like whenever he's like running around, can't sit still, or like he just does like random things, and sometimes it affects like whatever he's actually doing in game. Do you find it annoying sometimes?
Well, I have ADHD, so him having ADHD doesn't bother me. I know it could bother people. Although I am very impatient, I could understand where he's coming from because, for example, whenever I'm streaming and I'm like going on about something else, I'm not paying attention to the game. Or like earlier when I was streaming Bed Wars, like going back and forth to the iron and the gold because I was constantly focusing on getting fireballs because my headset, my mind was just stuck on fireballs, not the rest of the game. So
You can relate to when XQC like ADHD moments come out, basically.
yeah, I mean the thing is that people asked him if he has ADHD, but he never really said anything. So does he even?
I'm pretty sure he does. Even if he says he doesn't, he probably has some
No, he
like
never answered the question. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he
when
does.
when people say he has ADHD, he's like, no, I don't. So that's pretty much it for the interviews. Each and every chatter had their own thoughts and takes on the questions given to them. But I found some answers in common from each person I interviewed. When XQC got mad at certain things, they all found it that it was fine to get defensive or get passionate along with him. But they all agreed that a step too far may have been going to others' chats and just making them have a horrible time. And when XQC's ADHD came out, they all found it a little relatable and a little genuine when those moments shine. The point I'm trying to make is there will always be some bad apples in the bunch, but you just gotta find the good apples. But before we go, let's roll some last messages from the people that I interviewed.
Is when people are like coming and spamming Monka W Forsen, and then I go to Forsen's fucking stream and he's 10 minutes in with a Bastion. I think that's fucking dog shit. Like, they're just baiting to fucking scare people or whatever the fuck, but I hate it. It's like people used to do it like normally, and they would only really do it when Forsen actually had a real run.
Yeah.
And now they just bait, and I think it's pretty just garbage. Yeah, just saying. So if you're one of those people who do that, fuck you.
First of all, like I said, it's understandable. It is very impatient to see somebody like, oh, just do something, or like turn around, you know, like stop. But like at the same time, I understand where it's coming from. So.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, if X sees this, I love you, Felix, man. Keep juicing it.
Yeah, actually, say all dude.
Yeah, XQC, yeah.
Stay strong, XQC. I'll be there to stop the hate for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, all the way, bro.
Sir. Thank you for watching this video. This took me like probably a week or a little less than a week. Many times that I thought about just like throwing the project or like, I don't know. I mean, once I'm about to post this, it's gonna feel really nerve-wracking and it's gonna feel really weird to post this video. I've never done anything like this, and this was a fun experience. So thank you, and thank you to the people who I interviewed. And yeah, goodbye, chat. See you guys.